What's up, good people? Yes, 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 yes. Let me get the vibes right. You know who it is and what it be. It's Rob P, and we're live right now for the Pasker April AMA. It's going down. It's going down right now. We live. We live on Facebook, live on Twitter, live on TikTok. We live on what else we live on? I say Instagram. What up, Instagram? What it do? We in the building. We in the building. It's going down right now. So this is my April AMA. It's my chance. You know, I spend all day serving people, man. And people come to me when they're ready to change their life, when they're ready for some progression, when they're ready to take things to a whole nother level. And I get a lot of the same questions over and over and over and over. So I figure, like, why not come on here at least once a month and holler at y'all and answer all these questions I be getting, because why not? So if you're in the building, let me know. I see we got some people in the building. Shout out to my Instagram people in the building. If you in the building, let me see some rocket. Put the rocket emojis in the chat. Rocket emojis in the chat. Shout out to Erica, Caress in the building, Joycia, Maria. What it do? What it do? What it do? We got Tavy on Clubhouse. Let's get it popping. Let's see, Tavy, you got any questions? She's sitting here she in the Clubhouse room, because you know we gotta be multimedia. We gotta hit them from all angles. Caress is rocking with me. So yeah, what am I passionate about? People. Passionate about people in general. But for me, it's more so about the liberation, freedom. My God-given my unalienable rights, but also my American rights as an American citizen. We got certain freedoms, and I'm passionate about exercising mine or protecting mine, so that people can't infringe upon my freedoms. But I'm also passionate about seeing my people put themselves in a position where they can liberate themselves and live their God-given dreams and their God-given purposes. Because I'm a true believer that if everyone live their purpose, this world would be a better place. I mean, it'd be beautiful. It would be phenomenal. So, like I said, if you're in the building right now, let's get to it. I got a question from my Discord. So for all of you, if you hit the Discord, join my Discord. The link is in my bio. It's nothing but positive information. We talking about leveling up. We talking about building wealth. We're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about positive relationships. It's all in the Discord link. Get with the times, because if you're not hip to Discord, you behind the 8 ball. Get with it or get left. We got Essence in the building. What it do? What's popping? My good people. So a lot of people ask me all the time, what's going on with the real estate market? And I think everybody's heard. I'm sure everybody's heard. What's going on with the real estate market. It's a heavy seller's market, and that's the simplest way that I could put it. It's a heavy seller's market, and what makes a seller's market? We don't have enough inventory. So maybe I can show y'all. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all, and that's the type of person I am. I'm gonna show you type of person. So I'm gonna show you some numbers, because that's what I do. Because the numbers don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie. Shout out to my brother Marcus Parrish in the building, Cincinnati Realtors in the building. What it do? What it do? What's popping? CC, what it do? CC, what's happening? What's happening? I need all the blessings I can get. What up, CC? Amber, what it do? If y'all watching right now, let me know y'all in the building, because we out here. We out here, y'all. All right, but let's talk about this real estate market. I just gotta kind of bear with me. Here we go. So we here. Here we go. I like that view better. We get it popping. So yeah, let's talk about this real estate market, right? One time. All right. So what we look at when we talk about the real estate market, it's a market. In any market, you're going to get what's called market principles. And in regards to market principles, you've got somebody that wants to sell and you got somebody that wants to buy. And the amount of demand and the amount of inventory is going to dictate what the ultimate price is. And we are living in a real estate market that is unprecedented. It is off the hook. So let me just take you through some of these key factors, these key indicators that are going to really spell out the type of real estate market that we're in right now. It's off the hook, y'all. I mean, I've been in the game since 2014. So let's just look at the median sales price. I got licensed April of 2014. April of 2014 right here. And then April of 2014, the median sales price of a home in Northwest Ohio was $95,500. So I use median versus average because I feel that median is a better indicator and it's more accurate of the true conditions versus the average. So with that being said, boom, that was in 2014. I got in $95,500. My first home that I sold August of 2014 was a $7,500 house. That the utilities worked on. The utilities worked for $7,500. Somebody is very happy because that home is probably worth a good $30,000 right now, at least. Fast forward to today, boom. You know, the median sales price of a home as late as March of 2022, last month, was $160,000. Prices are up. So yeah, people that say, oh, prices are up. Prices are really up. Like, no exaggeration. These are some of the highest prices that we've seen since before 2009. And my data only goes back as far as 2009. When I go back to the max here, as you can see, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Do me a favor, if y'all watching and y'all feeling me, first of all, let me know y'all in the building because I love the energy. I love the reciprocity. If you got questions, shout them out. And more so than anything, hit that like button. Hit the likes, whether you on IG, whether you on TikTok, whether you on Clubhouse, whatever. Hit the like button, hit the share button too. Because the more y'all interact with it, the more people that's going to see it, and it's going to be the more people we could touch and get this good info too. But anyways, so we kind of, boom, we got almost hit 159 in November, and then boom, you know, we up March. I'm excited to see what that price is going to be after April, because prices are up. Okay, and you know, why are prices up? Economic principle says when there's low supply and there's high demand, you're going to get higher prices and you're going to get faster transactions. So let's talk about supply in regards to in terms of real estate. And I'm going back to the max. In a balanced market, there are 6 months of supply. So for instance, let's just say in a neighborhood, in a given zip code, all right, there are simple numbers. In a balanced market, if there's one home that sells per month, there are going to be 6 houses for sale. In a balanced market, you're going to have pretty much an even amount of sellers and buyers. Okay, it's a healthy market. Transactions they're not crazy hard. You know, they're doable. They may be competitive, but, you know. So let's look at the numbers here. I'm just looking at the numbers. We go back to, like I said, I started in 2014. The crash happened in 2008. And as you can see, you know, inventory, we were sitting at about 11, almost 12 months of inventory. You fast forward to today, and we're sitting at 2 months of inventory. So in a buyer's market, if we have 12 months of inventory, that means if there's one house that sells per and there's 6 houses on the market, you got the inventory. That's a balanced market. But if there's one house that sells per month and you got 12 houses, them houses are going to be sitting because there's only one house that's going off the shelf per month, but you got 12 houses. The situation is totally flipped. We're in a heavy seller's market, and we're sitting at 2 months of inventory. And so that just says if there's one house that sells per month, there's only 2 houses to choose from. And those houses are probably already under contract. And if they're not under contract, it's because they're coming soon, and you're going to have buyers lined up to put offers in on this property. So shout out to Maya Ruckers in the building, one of my favorite partners, one of my favorite lenders in the game right now. Shout out to her and her installation as a director in the Cleveland Realtors Association. Yes. Shout out to my Realtors family, Shantae, Pat, and Golar in the building. education chair for the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. We got heavy hitters in the building, y'all. Heavy hitters, heavy hitters. TikTok, what it do? Facebook, what it do? We out here. But anyways, let's get back to it. Inventory is crazy low, so let's look at homes for sale. All right, so as you can see, it went crazy dumb low. It's just low, y'all. I mean, this says we got about 2,200 homes for sale. I did a thing. I went to our MLS today. We only have about 750 properties that are actually for sale, that are actively for sale, that you can put an offer in Northwest Ohio. So, yeah. But despite the fact that we have the lowest amount of homes for sale, we look at the number of closed sales. We're selling more houses. We're selling more houses, okay, despite the fact that we have the lowest amount of properties for sale. So it's really hard right now. We can also look at days on market. This shows how long homes are sitting on the market. The lowest average, the median, I should say, lowest median at 48 days. I'm gonna tell you this: if a home is priced appropriately, if it is in good condition, based off the network or the neighborhood, and based off the condition, that home is going to have multiple offers. And it's a sad situation, y'all. Sad situation for a lot of buyers. But my buyers, they kind of struggle. But if they listen to me, they don't struggle. When my clients listen to me, they don't struggle. And that's word. Check the Zillow 5 stars. Percent of list price. This is the last stat I'll show you. Ain't no deals out here, y'all. This is the median percent of the last list price. So meaning, what percentage? What was the price? The percentage of the price when a home sold median, which is most homes, right? 100%. That means most homes are selling at the price that they're listed at. So there are no deals out here, my good people. There are no deals. If anything, you're going to be paying over the asking price. That means if you buy a house and you pay what the asking price is, that means that you have a deal in this market, because most people are paying over. And the ones that they're not paying over for, probably not in a good condition. So that's the real estate market. And, you know, it's just like with anything else. You got to arm yourself with knowledge and be prepared. You know, you got to arm yourself with knowledge, and you got to be prepared, because this real estate market don't wait for nobody at all. And so you got to arm yourself with knowledge. You got to know what you're going to do before you jump in the game. You have to shout out to Monique Dotson, my client right now. She's out here in these streets. But she's not in the streets no more, because she got her house under contract. And Monique, you do listen. You just caught a bad break with an emotional buyer. You caught a bad break with an emotional seller, I should say. You would have been Gucci. You would have had your keys if it weren't for, you know, a seller that was out of line. So, and that does happen in this market. Tensions are high. People are emotional, and you know, you just got to play it. Cross every bridge as it comes. That's what I tell my clients. Cross each bridge as it comes. Yep. Monique has a good question. She says, should clients go by Zestimates? No. No, we don't go by Zestimates. We don't go by Zestimates. We don't do that. I'm going to tell you why we don't do that. Because Zillow is just it's a big machine of algorithms, and it's just not accurate. If you want to know what a home is truly worth, you know, you want to get with a real estate professional that can do a comparative market analysis and let you know what your properties will go for, you know. And I do that for my buyers. I do it for my I do it for my sellers as well. But basically, looking at the neighborhood, looking at the micro market, looking at comparable properties. And when I say comparable, that means within a half a mile radius. That means within about 15% of the same square footage. We look at features and amenities to look at, you know, what's similar in the neighborhood and what's sold for what. And we really bust it down. But if you're going off of Zillow, Zillow's whole goal is to get you to click a button, so somebody that gives them money has access to you. So everything Zillow has is set up for you to connect with one of their partners or someone that pays them money for leads. which is if you're in any sales business, you know what a lead is. So if you're really interested, if you're serious about becoming a homeowner or doing any business in real estate, you want to get you a professional that not only knows what they're doing and has experience and knows the game, but also has your best interest at heart. Because you don't want to just be another number. You don't want to be another number to somebody. So that's why I say, leave Zillow alone. Now, and also keep in mind, there's different types of values. A lot of people get caught up. They'll even look on like the auditor's website and say, oh, well, the auditor says my house is worth this much. Okay, but that's your tax value. Tax value is not market value. Well, some people say, hey, I hired an appraiser. My home appraised for this. Well, appraised value is not market value. You got 3 different values. That's pretty common. Tax value, which is what the county is going to say your home is worth. You'll have an appraised value. So an appraiser is going to go out there, especially if you're selling your home or you're buying a home with a bank. The appraiser is going to tell the bank how much the home is worth. And so that's an appraised value. You can get 3 different appraisers out there on the same day and get 3 different values. What's important is market value, and market value is the price that a purchaser is willing to purchase a property with and a seller is willing to sell. That's the market value of a property. And when it comes to selling properties, when it comes to selling houses, market value is what's important. Yeah, don't believe the hype. No, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't believe the hype out here. But you got to be very strategic in this market. And even on the selling side, you want to be strategic because sellers have the negotiating power. It's wild, but I love it. And it's Amber Hawkins says that's pretty much everything: homes, condos, townhouses, etc. Am I correct? Yeah, I mean, if anything, if we're talking about multifamily properties, I have clients that call me like, "Hey, Rob, I want to buy a multifamily property." Okay, bet. Let's do it. Okay, what type of loan do you have? Oh, FHA, which FHA is FHA. It's not the most competitive loan, but it is what it is. But, people do their research, and I love that people do their research, and they learn that they could go purchase a multifamily property with 3.5% down. But what if I were to tell you, I mean, I could show you better than I can tell you. People come to me and they say they want to buy a multifamily with 3.5% down, which is great. It's a strategy called house hacking, where you buy a multifamily, you live in one side, and you let the other side pay your mortgage for you. And for most people, their largest payment is going to be their housing payment. So if you have someone else paying your mortgage and your housing payment for you, you live in scot-free. It's a beautiful thing, yo. I mean, it's beautiful. But the reality of the situation is, I'm gonna show you something one time because that's what I do. Let's go back. Here, let me do this one time. All right, let's take it back. We're gonna take it back to the screen here. So y'all just bear with me. Yeah, y'all bear with me. Here we go. All right. So peep game. Maybe not. Let's do it like this because you can see something. I want to show y'all something. So this is the multifamily search. If I got a client that's looking for a multifamily, first and foremost, this is the MLS. This is the multiple listing service. This is the database that all Northwest Ohio realtors share. Anytime one of us has a home to put on the market, we put it into this database. Okay. So I'm looking up multifamily. This is the multifamily search. It says multifamily. I know you see it. All right. And so when we look at, with my MLS, this is just my Northwest Ohio MLS, but with my MLS in Northwest Ohio, I mean, I sell houses all the way from the border of Indiana all the way past Findlay, Upper Sandusky. But, we're all over. My agent Patricia's in Columbus. We have partners in Cleveland, Dayton, Youngstown, Lima. I got partners all over Michigan, Indiana, worldwide. Shout out to my realtors family. We worldwide with it at this point, international with it. So me and mine can help you anywhere. But anyways, let me just go ahead. We're going to do this because I want to show you how the lack of inventory for my people out there that say they want to buy a multifamily in Northwest Ohio and they want to buy it with 3.5% down, which is great. I mean, if you can do it, do it. All right, so with that being said, we're down to 83 multifamily properties. With FHA, you can only buy up to 4 units. So let me do a 3 to 4. I'm gonna do a duplex and 3 to 4 units. All right. So with the FHA, you can buy up to 4 units with 3.5% down. That's amazing. All right. So you got some properties, and pay attention to this number right here. We're at 62 houses. I'm going to take away the contingent properties, and I'll show you. For my people out there, you get some game real quick. All right, so you're gonna have different classes of properties, right? Statuses, I should say. So for instance, the green, that means this home is actively for sale. That means come and get it. It's actively for sale, come and get it. You'll see some orange. Orange means contingent, meaning that, all right, there is a offer. It's for sale, but an offer has been accepted, and this sale is contingent upon the seller or the buyer going through their inspection and their financing. And then you also have coming soon. Coming soon says it's not for sale yet, but it's coming, and they're going to lay out the date when it's going to hit the market. All right, so to be fair, if you're really in the market and you're actively looking, it doesn't make sense to look at homes that are contingent. So let's take the contingent properties out. We're down to 31 properties right now. 31 multifamilies that are actively for sale that you could buy. Up to 4 units, 31 houses that are actively for sale. So now I'm going to do the terms, and I'm going to put FHA. Let's see what we get. 2 properties, y'all. There's only 2 multifamily properties in Northwest Ohio right now that you could buy with an FHA loan. So it's not a myth. You can do it, but the inventory, it's a real thing. So let's be realistic and actually look at them. All right. So you got 2 of them. One that just hit the market 5 days ago. One that just hit the market 22 days ago. Let's look at it though. So this one's it's actually good looking. I mean, the exterior looks solid. The biggest issue with most buyers when they use an FHA loan is that it has chipped or peeling paint. And if it has chipped or peeling paint, seller's not going to deal with it. Yeah. So I mean, you see it. I mean, it's basic, and you got to keep in mind when you're looking at multifamily properties, these are tenants living here. These aren't homeowners, so don't put too much stock into what it looks like as far as decorations and whatnot. And also keep in mind, if it's a rental, it's a rental. So, you know, if it's a rental, most owners and landlords aren't going to put the premium stuff in these units. So, but you see it here. It's for sale. It's priced at $125. This is on Kingsbury. Just hit the market 5 days ago. It's actually a good option. The lower unit is LMHA Section 8, which is great, you know, because that Section 8 money it's like clockwork. And then the upper unit is not FHA. So, you know, both leases are month to month. So this will be a good option for someone that is looking to purchase a multifamily and move in. And, you know, it's a sad situation, but it is what it is. That's why you all need to put yourselves in position to be homeowners, because you buy this property and you want to live upstairs and rent out the bottom, you can do that. And LMHA Section 8 will pay your mortgage. So there's a couple. Let's look at the next one. So this is Out Point Place on 3043. It's actually on 121st Street. But I mean, this one right here, it looks solid. It says it'll pass FHA, but it has a tenant living in it. So I know with an FHA loan, they want you to move into the property within 60 days. You have to move into a property within 60 days of FHA, with the FHA loan, 60 days of closing. So if there's a lease on here, and this doesn't give me the information about how long the leases are, but if there is a lease on here and it's longer than 60 days, you're not going to be able to move into, you're going to violate your loan terms by buying a house that has a lease longer than 60 days. So I say all that to say that options are limited. Y'all got some good questions, so let's get out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right. Yes. Amber says, which is better, FHA or conventional? I mean, honestly, this is it's a very subjective question because it really comes down to your financial profile. Because for some people, and for most people, conventional is going to be the best loan, hands down. There are low down payment options, 3% down payment options if you're talking Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae with conventional. I have lenders that can get you a conventional loan with a 620 middle credit score. I like conventional loans. In this market, if you want to have the most negotiating power that you can have, you want to come with a conventional loan. Straight like that. That's the best thing that you can do. But at the same time, I'm not going to discount FHA because to some people, FHA is the best loan because it's the only loan that they can get. And primarily because FHA has a lower student loan debt to income ratio obligation. And that's just a long way to say FHA, they count your student loans lower as far as your debt obligation per month, meaning that you got a lower payment with your student loans with FHA versus most conventionals. Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae use a 0.5% of your student loans, as does FHA. I have lenders that offer no down payment conventional options, which is the bomb. So I say if you can go conventional, go conventional. But if you want to go multifamily, most conventionals are going to have you bring 10, 20% down. I used to have a lender that could do multifamilies with 5% down, but ever since COVID, they took that program away. I'm not a fan. Yeah. All right. What else? We got another question from Monique. Let's see what she's talking about. What certain aspects make a property's appraisal higher? Just asking question. No, don't be sorry. Never be sorry for asking a question. Ever. Shout out, man. My realtors family in the building. Got my guy Bilal, YRD past president in the building, y'all. I got my brother Jay Rashad out of Dallas, Fort Worth in the building. What it do? Shout out to my guy Bobby Nunn. We got to connect, Bobby. My Instagram folks in the building. What's up? Who in the building right now? Who rocking with me? I got TikTok. We got Twitter. We got YouTube. We got Instagram right now. Who rocking with me the most right now? What platform is popping? That's what I want to know. But no, to answer your question, Monique, let's talk about it. I mean, what aspect make a property's appraisal higher? Honestly, curb appeal. You got to think, appraisers, they're people. And so if they walk up to a house and then it's the same thing, I tell my sellers, when you put your house on your market, you're going to have 8 seconds to make a first impression. And so if the exterior of the house is not in good order, when that appraiser walks up, they're all automatically going to say, their radar is going to be going off. Now they're going to be looking for things to tick off and discount. So curb appeal counts. Having quality within the house. You know, if you put quality, say for instance, if you have like granite or you have real tile, things like that does matter. Amenities, if you were to have a pool or if you were to have maybe even stainless steel appliances actually help appraisals. Finished basements, all types of stuff go into it, honestly, because appraisers are people, and people are subjective. Something that is a big issue right now, especially amongst the black community, is appraisal bias, meaning that studies show that appraisers tend to appraise the homes of people of color less than our white counterparts. And so that's a big issue that needs to be addressed. And I know us realtors with the National Association of Real Estate Brokers have decided to move forward with a new policy position. We have policy positions that open up the door for black home ownership if they were to be enacted at the national level. And we just added one in regards to appraisal bias. And one of the efforts that we are taking forth with our affiliate NESRI, the National Society of Real Estate Appraisers, which is a black real estate appraiser organization, their mission is to get more black appraisers into the game, because the statistics say that 98% of appraisers in America are white men. And, when we're talking about wealth, people have biases. I mean, there's no way around it. People have biases, and what can we say about it? Nobody's perfect. And so to have a person with bias in a position to dictate, tens, hundreds, thousands of dollars of wealth for a community, not even tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars for a community, it needs to be more diverse, because the appraiser is an essential player in the real estate industry. And to have appraisers that don't reflect the demographic that they're servicing is detrimental, and it opens the door for discrimination. And that's what we're trying to fight. We talk about liberation. Nah, I mean, our demographics need to be reflected in the people that serve us as well, you know. And that's how we build a better America. Alexia says Facebook is popping, because it is popping, man. Facebook is my bread and butter. I've been on Facebook since 2005. Shout out to my guy Donald Henderson. He got me acquainted with Facebook in my college infancy, and my life ain't never been the same again. You know, social media is a blessing. It's a blessing, y'all. It's a tool if you let it be a tool, or you can just use it to consume you. You can use it as a wormhole. You can use it to procrastinate. You can use it to spread hate and ignorance. I choose to use it to educate and be inspired. I love it, and Facebook loves me too. And now, you know, I'm over here. I build a following on TikTok. My IG is my IG. IG just IG. You know, it's been there. But Facebook is tried and true, and I get lots of love on Facebook. Yep, she says, I believe it. I heard they also make some good money. Hey, absolutely. You know, actually, I met I went to Cleveland for we're going to talk about appraisers and the appraisal career, just the real estate career in general, but we're talking about appraisers because appraisers are an essential player in a real estate transaction, especially if it's being financed by a loan. But appraisers, I met a couple of black appraisers at the Cleveland Realtist installation celebration this Friday. We live in Northwest Ohio. I've been in this industry for 8 years. I have not met one black appraiser in Northwest Ohio my whole life. Never. I went to Cleveland for the Realtist installation celebration, and I saw two of them. I met two of them. One was a man that was about to touch his 80s, if I'm not mistaken, like 70s, maybe even touching 80s. Been married for 60 years, y'all. And then I met another gentleman, and he was been an appraiser for 30 plus years. And basically what an appraiser does is, say for instance, you have a transaction. If a bank is going to be giving money for a house, then that buyer is going to have an appraisal, and that appraiser is going to go out to the house and tell the bank how much the home is worth, so that they don't give too much money for the property. Okay, so an appraiser is going to go out to the house. They're going to take pictures, and they're going to fill out a form, and they're going to compare the properties to other properties and come up with a price based off of the amenities, the features, the location, and you know, things like that. And appraisers are making anywhere between $300 and $600, $700 for residential appraisals. They're even making upwards towards, you know, $2,500, $2,500 for commercial appraisals. And you got to think, you know, this is something that you can do for the rest of your life. Once you get it done and you get in the game, you can do it for the rest of your life. And I mean, just think about it. I mean, that's a whole retirement plan. I mean, I maybe do 2 or 3 a week, and you can pay your bills if you're living right, if you set yourself up. I mean, that's easy bread. So I mean, me personally, I'm looking to get into appraisal. My main excuse was, I don't want to do it because I don't like paperwork. But I don't like paperwork now, and I found a system to help me with something that I don't like to do, which is the paperwork. So I think, especially as entrepreneurs, we need to be looking at how we can add more streams of income into our economy. And you also got to think about diversifying the industries that you're already in. It's like, I'm in the real estate industry, so how many different ways can I make money in the real estate industry? And that's what I'm thinking about at this point. I've always been conglomerate minded, but I've learned to be efficient, you know, because don't get it twisted. I still got my business, my entertainment production business, Entourage Productions, Heartland Hip Hop. Still got my tea company, Go Matcha Go. But, you know, in this real estate, you know, I've carved out a lane, and I've built up some capacity as well as some competencies. And I've built systems to surround and support all of that. And so, you know, I built a system in sales. I got a sales system. My sales system worked. My sales system help buyers and sellers be successful in the market, regardless of how the market is looking. Achieving success, real estate success, off the sales. I've built a system helping other real estate professionals build wealth. I help agents come into the business. I teach them how to make money in the business. Okay, that's a whole nother system. Marketing. I make money marketing my product, make marketing my homes. And there's more to add, but something to add is definitely that appraisal. So I would tell you all, look into it. You got people out here just in all aspects. The real estate industry is pretty big, because you got to think about 10 to 11, maybe even more people get paid per transaction, because you're going to have an agent, at least a seller's agent, if not a buyer's agent. You're going to have brokers involved, real estate brokers involved, that's going to get paid. You're going to have the title company, which is going to do the title and lien search on the property, making sure you get a clean title, which they're going to employ a lawyer. They're going to employ a receptionist. They're going to employ a notary signing agent that's going to get paid off of the deal. You're going to have your lender. Okay, so you're going to have your mortgage broker, who is the broker of the mortgage company, but you're also going to have the loan officer, who's going to get paid off of doing the loan. Then you also have the underwriters in the back of the house at the loan company, who are going to go through your file, make sure everything is legit, and write the loan. You're also going to have loan processors that get paid off of the deal. And that's not to include your your general contractors get paid, because you'll buy a house, or you might have put a house on the market, but it might need some work, or you might want to fix it up once you buy the house. So you're going to have the contractors that get paid. You're going to have your insurance agent, because if you're getting a home especially with a mortgage, you're going to have that insurance and pay that year's worth of insurance up front. So them insurance agents love doing homeowners insurance, because they get paid. It's all up front for the rest of the year. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. You got the appraisers that get paid. And if the buyer is doing it right, you got the housing counselor. I'm a real estate broker and I'm a housing counselor. And so I get paid to provide home buyer education. Somebody's got to get paid for it. So, it's just so many different ways to get paid in the real estate industry. And I see a lot of entrepreneurs out here that they're saying, I want to start a business, I want to do this and that. And, there's nothing wrong with starting a t-shirt company, or ain't nothing wrong being an esthetician or doing lashes. But I'm like, you could apply those skills to the real estate industry and build a business that will sustain you and your family and help you change your life. But I think in order to see more of us in the real estate industry, y'all got to see more of us in the real estate industry, and you got to see us being successful. So I love it. I love the game, y'all. It's changed my life, but I'm, it's a means to an end for me. It's a platform for myself. It's a level that I'm building in this world wonder that I call my life, that will last and stand for generations far beyond my time. Yup. So Amber's got a very extensive question. She says, dang, and you only have to do what needs to do for a couple of hours of walking around, taking pics and submitting paperwork. Got me thinking now. And yes, as far as multiple streams of income, so you can work smarter, not harder, as they say, would you say checking out some YouTube videos on how to be an appraiser? So, yeah, that's what appraisers do. They go to the house, take some pictures, and then they fill out a report and send it back. And get paid good money. But it's not easy to get into the game, because you have to do nearly 2 years worth of an apprenticeship, and you got to get your hours. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, I think it's about 20,000 hours or something of the sort, like 20,000 hours that need to be done. But in order to do an apprenticeship, you have to have an appraiser to do an apprenticeship underneath. So it's deep, and that's one of the issues that they have loosened, at least in Ohio, they have loosened the requirements to become an appraiser. But at the same time, I'm a real estate broker because my first real estate broker was a black woman, and I learned the game from her. And so if we don't have any black appraisers in Northwest Ohio, how can we give birth to more black appraisers? And so, like I said, it's something that I'm looking into, but I'm not going to be the only one. Maybe I will for a while. We'll see. But it's going to take some time, though. It's a goal. I look at stuff and I don't say I want to do this right now. I'm not gonna do it now. It might be it's a 3-year goal, but when I do it, it's gonna change my life, and I love it. Yep. All right, so let me see. All right, so would you, Maya Rucker's in the building. She says, would you suggest to buyers to keep in mind when working on getting on under contract? What would I suggest to buyers to keep in mind when working on getting under contract? It's a lot. First and foremost, understand the market that you're in as a buyer. Look at what's going on. It's nuts. We just talked about it. It's nuts. It's competitive. So that means that if you see something that just hit the market or is coming soon, everybody's going to want the pick of the litter. You got to know that off rip. So what that also means, that prices are going up, and that people are coming over the asking price. All right. So that means you have to have a strategy in place going into it. So that's why it's very important about who you choose as your realtor, because if your realtor can't navigate you or give you some game and tell you what's successful in this market, you're going to be frustrated, and you're probably going to be frustrated to the point where you don't even buy, and that's sad to see. Hate to see it. So that's the first thing. Pick a professional that know what the heck they're doing. That's the realest thing right there. Secondly, buyers in today's market need to curb their standards. Sad to say, but hey, a $100,000 house ain't what it used to be. Ain't what it used to be. People, what you can get for 120, yeah, it ain't happening like that no more. Those days are gone. I've been telling y'all to make this your last year renting for years, literally, and we've met the day where now people are regretting not buying because prices are up. It's competitive. People are offering 5, 10, 15, 20, some cases $30,000 over the asking price. They're coming with cash. Buyers are coming with cash. Cash is king. Even if you're financing with a loan, cash is king. Because if you can avoid asking the seller for closing costs, then you want to do that. Because if I'm a seller and I got 5 offers, I'm going to go with the offer that makes me the most money in the fastest time with the least amount of hassle. That's going to be it. So, you want to have some cash, but if you don't have cash, that don't mean don't buy a house. You try anyway, because I'm a firm believer that what's for you is for you, no matter what. Shout out to T-House. Shout out to Kanisha in the building. What it do? My people in the building. Okay, yeah, do me a favor. If y'all watching, man, like, share, comment. We still here. We still going. Something else I would suggest to buyers. So, yeah, get your bread up and be ready to put the bread on the wood, put it on the table if it come down to it. I would tell my buyers, if you got $100,000 to spend, don't be looking at houses priced over 80. Because if you're looking at $100,000 houses, or even if you're looking at $95,000 houses and you got $100 to spend, you putting yourself in position to be disappointed. Now, especially if that house just hit the market. Now, if the house has been on the market for a couple of weeks, you might have a chance of getting them to come down, or even getting it at asking, or maybe even getting some closing costs paid for if it's been sitting for a week or two. So that's something to keep in mind too. But it's a lot of different ways, that we go about getting our offers accepted. And so if you want to know, you got to just get with the best and get this good game. But that's a good question, Maya. Thank you. Thank you for that question. Yes, indeed. But what's good, my people? Who with me? Who rocking with me right now? Are we lit? Are we not lit? It's Wednesday night. People are skating right now. I'm at the crib. I got stuff to do. So stay tuned. We got a lot coming up, y'all. Stay tuned. April 23rd, State of Housing in Black Toledo. We're going to talk about the black housing statistics and how that affects our community wealth and what we can do as community-driven professionals to fix that, to come in and do our part to change the narrative and push the needle here in Northwest Ohio. So we got NARAB past president Julius Cartwright pulling up on us to spit some words. And he's the visionary behind the State of Housing in Black America, which is done every year to this day through NARAB National. Go to narab.com and check it out. But he's going to be here. RSVP link is coming out probably tomorrow, if not Friday. And be there or be squared. Realtors General Body Meeting, Tuesday the 19th is going down. Be there at B Square because we elevate. Me, at this point, I'm at a certain phase, certain season in my life where, it's time for me to shed the things and the people and the systems that aren't serving me anymore in order to liberate myself and elevate and grow. And, all the people that I'm connected to, the people that are with me, we going up. You about to watch us all elevate. It's just going down right now. So I want to shout out to my people, man, because my people know who they are. And just watch this magic happen, y'all. It's going to look like magic, but no, we've been putting in work for years. This ain't nothing new. But sometimes when you just switch up the chemistry a little bit, you get magnificent results. And that's what 2022 for me is about, magnificent results. It's about that pivot, and it's about that magnificent result. So y'all stay tuned, because I got some announcements coming for y'all. Oh my goodness. Your boy's been in the lab, man, getting to it and taking it to a whole nother level. So I'm excited to really bring it to y'all, because it ain't about me, it's for y'all. It's about putting me in a position to help y'all and help y'all elevate. So shout out to Nata Tat IG's in the building. We got Kenny Mason in the building on TikTok. I can't see who rocking with me on Facebook. Let me check out my calendar, because I got a lot of stuff coming up that y'all need to know about. You already know if you are anybody is looking to become a homeowner within the next year, get into my home buyer education program. It's free. It's gonna give you the game, plus give you your certificate to get your down payment assistance. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? It's free game, and we get results. My clients get results. Check the Zillow, check the Google reviews. Yeah, man. Shout out to Alexia Sims. She's got a Mother Day brunch coming up. Get with her. She always got something going on. Black Lido in the building. Amber, stay rocking with me. So shout out to y'all. What's popping? We got next week. We got our test prep class. Yeah, we got our real estate test prep class this coming Thursday, 1510 North Westwood. Be there or be square. Come get this game. Like, if you don't pass your real estate test and you ain't come to my test prep, that's on you. On the 28th, we're having our Pasker happy hour. I'm gonna start calling it like the mid-month mixer. It's the late month mixer though, because it's like the fourth Thursday. Whatever. But stay tuned for that too. I hold my spaces open for my people, because I know that some people say I'm hard to get in touch with. I'm hard to reach. So I make sure I make time to meet with. I create space and time for people to connect with me on certain causes. My test prep is free. I do it for the free. I'm going to start charging y'all. I've been working for free for too long. For too long. The test prep is free though. It's free because I do it for my people, man. But we gonna change that up in 2022. We about to elevate. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Yep. Okay, Amber's in the building. Shout out to Amber Lewis. Cleveland Realtors past president. Phenomenal. She's in the building. She serves with me on the Ohio Realtors Education Committee. She's just a phenomenal leader. Maya Rucker. She's on IG with me. She serves with me on the Ohio Realtors Education Committee as well, and Maya's amazing. But she says, "Are you looking for new agents?" Am I looking for new agents? Man, listen. Not only am I looking for new agents, I'm not just looking for new agents, I'm looking to foster agents and bring them into this industry and give them the systems, give them the principles on creating a personal economy that will not only change their lives, but change their families' lives at the same time. So yeah, I'm looking for a group of people who are focused, who are goal oriented and goal driven, who want to change their lives and who want to change their lives through serving their community. And that's not limited to Toledo. That's not limited to Ohio. Because with the moves that I'm making right now, I'll be able to bring agents on anywhere in America and teach them the game and how to be successful and support them. But stay tuned, man, because I'm gonna tell y'all more about that next week. Next week is going down, but that's a great question, Maya. Thank you for that. But if you are interested in becoming an agent, you are interested, hit the link in the description. It says become a Pasker agent. Go ahead and click that button. Or just schedule a phone call. How about this? Just schedule a phone call with me. Go to the link in bio, schedule a phone call. Go to the link in bio, join my Discord, get connected, get plugged in, because the people in my Discord, they get the information they get it raw. And so if you want to be on the cusp of information, you want to be on the cusp of growth and elevation, join the Discord. Yo. But you know what? I'm about to roll, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. I can actually say it's been real fun. It's been real fun. But I'ma holler, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all hold it down. For sure.